have been slacking off on these. But on the real, since it's December and my work schedule is nuts, it's completely hard for me to actually get to Q&As. But I thank you so much for those that still send me questions, to send me questions, because I will do a Q&A when I have free time. It's not going to be on a schedule. It's going to be pretty random. Most of my videos that I'm going to be currently doing are going to be random. So don't expect them through the week. It's just they're going to eventually pop up. And when it does, there you go. But thanks, guys, so much for sending me these questions. It is hard to believe that this is actually my 45th Q&A, well, mini Q&A. But I thanks, guys, so much for sending me these questions. I do have 3 people that have sent me questions. And for those that actually do send it to me on Twitter, I will look on my Twitter account. I actually have it linked to my phone, so I'm able to know who sends me what. And just continue to send me questions through there as well as on YouTube. Thanks, guys, so much. Let's get started with my first set of questions from Get the Hook. If the male wrestlers had a TNA style match like the Divas used to have, would you rather see Biggie Langston and Sheamus wrestling baby oil wearing white briefs, or a tuxedo match between Dolph Ziggler and John Cena having to strip on down to each other's underwear? No. It's not entirely the same like it would be with a bra and panties match or a mud wrestling match with the Divas, because let's just say the women have more appeal than men when it comes to that. And honestly, no, they're naked enough and oiled up enough wrestling, so I'm satisfied with that. I really don't want to have a TNA style match like that. That's just weird. Who would you like better? Okay, who would you like better as Fandango's dancer, Summer Rae or his original dancer? Okay, the original dancer was a professional, so honestly, I can't really say that she's better because she does this for a living. Summer Rae actually has a dancing background. They're both good. But for a wrestler, I have to say that Summer Rae is really good. And I prefer her to actually be the dancer now because she works with the company and she actually is a heel. So it will work. And I really am impressed with Summer Rae, not only her talents in the ring, but as well as her dancing talents. She's really, really good. So I prefer them both. But one's different than the other. My next set of questions comes from Leon Pascaliote. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Why do the Kardashians only date black guys? And what is wrong with it? Okay, let me redo this. I kind of messed it up. Why do the Kardashians only date black guys? And what is wrong with them inside of their heads? What is wrong with them inside of their heads to date black guys? Only Courtney is the one who's sane enough to actually date a white guy. If I said that correctly, I kind of ruined that question, but I do get what you're saying. Honestly, I don't know what their preference is with black dudes, unless it's one reason why they would date black athletes. Hence, there's a huge myth. For those that really don't know the black man myth, it's occasionally a myth, especially with athletes. It's not all true sometimes. I don't know what their reason why. I don't know the reason why they actually do date black men, but I'm hoping it's not because of the myth, because sometimes the myth can be proven wrong. Just out of it, well, let's be real, just out of knowing. Moving on. Why is Kanye West a bad influence? Because he's black and he's an arrogant douchebag. I think you answered your own question, man. Let's just say that Kanye West has way too much hubris, which means he's very prideful. He has a lot of pride in what he does. He's very arrogant, thinks he's better than anyone and anybody. But let's just say that as somebody who's extremely self-conscious in what they do, they always got to fight to stay on top by doing something stupid. I don't really have any respect for Kanye West because he doesn't have enough respect for himself to know when he needs to be quiet. So honestly, I can care less about Kanye West. And that is who Kim Kardashian is marrying. More power to you. And more power to your daughter. That's all I have to say about that. Moving on from there. Are black people mainly black guys' bad influence on white girls? dude, you must have some issues with black men. That's all I have to say about that. And honestly, look, you are the company that you keep. That's how it is for some people. I'm not going to say it's for all people, because there are some white girls that are a better influence for black men and vice versa. Not all black men are bad. There are some good black men out there. There are some black men that actually do influence others. I'm not going to say all black men are bad. And I'm not going to say that they're a bad influence on white girls. Honestly, look, they made the choice to be who they are. Whoever you hang out around, you become them. You become the company that you keep. They choose to be around black men. That's their choice. I'm not going to say it's their fault. They choose to conform. Everyone has a choice to conform. So, but I'm not going to disown black men and say all black men are bad. And I know that's not what you're saying, but I just want to put that out there. There are some good black men out there who are good influences. And if they decide to date white women, that's their choice. Same thing with white girls dating black men. Maybe there's something in white men that they can't see. And the same thing with black men. More power to them both. But I know that's not what you're saying, but I don't think they're mainly black guys, because if they're mainly, that means that I'm a black guy and I'm not a black guy. I have the body parts to prove it, and I'm not going to show anybody, but obviously my voice is not that manly. Well, maybe my hair is, but either or, let's move on. What's up with hot white girls dating the ghetto thug black douchebags? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't speak for them. Like, maybe they like the whole thuggy, arrogant black guys, or more likely aggressive ghetto black guys. Maybe they like that. I don't know. I've dated a few thugs in my day that were black, and it didn't work for me. Maybe it worked for them. Maybe they like being dominated. I don't know. I can't speak for them, and I'm not white, so I can't speak for them. But thanks so much for sending me that question, man. That is a huge question that a lot of black men ask, but honestly, I wouldn't ask it. And more than likely, for the black men that date white girls are the ones that we don't want. Let's be real. It's the ones that we don't want. But let's move on to my final set of questions from Final Limits. Dude, you are awesome. You are my best supporter ever. You and Large S85. I love everybody that sends me questions, but y'all send me the most. Y'all are awesome. Do you ever watch the videos that I send you? Yeah, I do. The last video that you actually sent me about Ariana, I think that's what her name is, and I actually saw about her actually defending Justin Bieber. I actually saw that. As well as that other chick, Amanda Bynes. Yeah, I actually did see that video. What are your thoughts on Selena Gomez and Ariana G? I like Selena Gomez. I really do. I liked Wizards of Waverly Place, but I didn't watch it for long because it reminded me too much of Harry Potter, or Harry Potter wannabe, just with her. But she's actually a really good actress, and I kind of like her music. Well, I like the last song that she came out with. It was extremely catchy. But that's about it. I wouldn't buy her album. Ariana G, I don't know enough about her to care. And plus, I'm not into pop as much as I used to, because I'm a child of the 90s. Okay, I'm a child of the 80s, but I am a teen of the 90s. So I was pretty much into a whole different caliber of music back then. So I really don't care much about the whole wannabe bubblegum pop thing that they're trying to bring back. So I don't really care much for Ariana G. Do you watch American Horror Story Coven with Emma Roberts? That plus size black chick who was on the movie Precious. I think you're talking about Gabrielle Sidibe. Gabrielle Sidibe. I'm close, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. But honestly, I watched the original American Horror Story. But American Horror Story couldn't decide what they wanted to be. Whether or not they wanted to be about ghosts, whether or not they want to be about zombies, whether or not they want to be about vampires. They just kept putting in a lot of monster genres at once and tried to just throw it in there. And it just didn't work with me. They just couldn't decide what they wanted to be. And it just drove me insane. So I stopped watching it altogether. I'm not into the whole witches thing. I used to be hugely into Charmed, but I'm not really into it so much anymore. I don't really watch that stuff anymore. It's kind of outdated and really kind of overdone. So I'm kind of done with all that. So no, I don't really watch it. But what do you think of, okay, how do you think your life would be like in the 1930s? I would be a slave. Pretty much. Well, actually, no, 1930s, I wouldn't be a slave, but I would be, I wouldn't have rights. I wouldn't even be able to talk to white people, let alone date them. I would pretty much be thrown in jail. So let's just put it this way. Me being black, I would have no rights. It wouldn't even matter. Like, I would not count for anything for being a black woman in the 1930s. I think that pretty much answers your question right there. Thoughts on Knockout ODB? I like ODB because sure, they have their own little white trash angle, but she has a little bit of an edge to her. Unfortunately, she's just not being utilized well in storylines. She still has that whole bang bang, which seriously, that's gotta hurt the girls. But her girls are fake, so she probably can't feel anything down there anyway. But honestly, I like ODB. She's just not being utilized well. I really do feel that if they actually put her different from Eric Young, maybe have them marry, maybe have them go their separate ways. I don't know. But I think ODB has potential to be something better than what she is now. That's just me. But thanks, guys, so much for sending me questions. Y'all are awesome. And this is my tablet, by the way, for all those that don't really know. But anyway, thanks, guys, so much for sending me these questions. Please continue to send me questions. I will do Q&As when I can. It will not be on a scheduled basis. It will be random, but you will still see them. And I thank y'all so much. I am truly blessed for those that stick around and actually watch my videos. Y'all are awesome. I wish you a wonderful holiday, a very Merry Christmas. God bless you all, and goodbye.